What's up, everybody? Welcome to the SadBoy Saga. I'm your host, CDK, and today we have a very special guest with us.
Hello, my name is Ayannia. I'm the proud owner of AT Enterprises.
Okay, so talk to us about your business today. That's what we're going over. Credit is something that's very important, not only in the black community, but as a young man, I feel like everybody should know about how you should be able to build credit and what credit does for you outside of the normal everyday things that we know. So we're going to open it up by telling us how long you've been in the business and what kind of got you into the business of doing credit.
So before I get started with, telling you about the credit portion, I do want to give you guys a backstory on how I got to this point in time. Okay, so before I got to this point, of course, 2020 was not my year, guys. I'm pretty sure a lot of you can attest to this. For me, I had a lot of personal hardships as well as, dealing with a bunch of different things. Guys, I was unemployed earlier this year. I was dealing with a lot of heartbreaks after heartbreaks after heartbreaks. I was dealing with family issues as well. I had to support me, my sisters. I'm the oldest of four. And, all of that tied in together. I dealt with depression, anxiety, had issues with eating as well. So one day I woke up in the morning and I told myself I cannot put myself in that box of comfortability anymore. Pretty much I turned my pain into purpose. So once I did that, this is the point that I'm at right now. So definitely once I turned that pain into purpose, this is where I'm at. I'm more confident. Never would have thought I would have been doing this. Never would have thought. So guys, that's a little bit about myself. Now, I got into the business back in August of this year. Only been in it for about a few months now, so it's definitely very rewarding to be in this business. Without this business, again, I wouldn't be more confident, wouldn't be the person that I am today without it. Learning more about, credit is definitely key, definitely in the black community as well as, different communities too need credit. Definitely helping other young people know about financial literacy as well. So that's a little bit about me. Yeah.
Okay, so you say you got into the business back in August. So my first question for you today is, why is credit important?
So credit is definitely important because you need credit for literally everything. You need credit for, again, everything, house loans, car loans. You need credit for phone deposits, different things. Credit is definitely key. I see a lot of people starting on the gram and this and that and the third. However, money isn't just key. You definitely need credit. Credit is definitely key, guys. So I definitely want to leave you guys with that. So
this is a personal question I have.
Okay.
Is no credit considered good or bad credit? If that makes sense.
It makes sense. To answer your question, having little to no credit is definitely negatively affecting you. So guys, you definitely need to establish any type of credit that you may get. Again, having little to no credit can definitely negatively affect you.
So moving on past, okay, so that's negatively affecting people. Okay, so what are some of the services that you offer?
Okay, so for me, I definitely offer a lot of different services. However, I do want to show you guys just a few key important services that I offer. So one is Credit My Rent. So for all of my undergraduate and graduate students, you can definitely utilize this tool. You can go up to 2 years back on your rental history. We can put that on your credit report. Right now we're using TransUnion and Equifax. That would go on your credit report. Okay, so we also have another tool as well called credit monitoring. So this gives you access to your credit report 24/7. And it's definitely a great tool to utilize. I utilize this tool every day, but you definitely don't want to utilize it too much because, again, it can bring down your score if you check your credit report too much. So this is definitely a wonderful tool to utilize, and it tells you where your score will be at within the next month or so. So it's definitely a score tracker as well as, telling you what's on your credit report as well. We also have a credit restoration tool. So this is through the use of a nonprofit organization called United Credit Education Services. So this helps you guys, remove any obsolete or erroneous items off of your credit report as well. And I can definitely help in this process. You're not going to be in this process by yourself. I'm definitely going to be here to guide you guys along the way. So again, for my undergraduates and graduates, I'm talking to you guys specifically because I know you guys are dealing with student loans, and it definitely can be, a hard thing to deal with by yourself. So I definitely want to help you and coach you in this process as well. So that's some of the services that I offer in my business.
Got you. So, like, one of the things I've heard of myself is the gas method, where you pay, you only use your credit card for gas and you pay it off at the end of the month. Is that a fact or a myth on as far as building your credit? And if not, what is some of the better ways to increase your credit?
So, I mean, that's kind of like an iffy subject, but for me personally, I don't use my credit card for gas, only because my mom always taught me not to do that. I mean, you're more than welcome to use your credit card for gas. However, you know, just making sure you keep those balances under 35% as well. I would suggest, if you're trying to build credit, definitely get with these services that I'm offering as well. But definitely utilize, you know, big banks like, you know, Bank of America or your state credit union.
Gotcha.
Was that all of your question?
Yeah. That definitely makes sense. I was just trying to figure out if that was a thing or not. Mm-hmm. So, where can we get signed up as far as working with you?
So all you have to do, I'm gonna have a Google form signed up. I'm gonna have a Google form here for you guys to, you know, put your contact information, what services you're interested in as well, and I'll definitely get back with you as soon as possible.
I appreciate you for coming on the show and giving us insight on everything that you have going on with your business, starting in August and making your pain into purpose. Ooh, I like that. Yep. You said that earlier. I like that. So appreciate you for coming up here on the SadBoy Saga and giving our college students some keys to life.
Thank you.
All right.